told the judge. He's told everybody because he's trying to help himself, before it escalated to this.
Trying to tell people he needed help by spreading a wild accusation about Governor Lombardo. And tonight, the family of the man accused of stalking the governor and his family wants you to know he's not a bad guy.
All right, News Now investigators broke the news of this man's arrest. New at 6 and only on 8, his family is speaking exclusively with our David Charnes about why they say that's a good thing.
Yeah, police arrested Stanley Weaver after he went to a home where he thought the governor lived. Now that followed months of alleged harassment, a fire, many broken windows, and many calls to police. Now Weaver is in jail, and that, according to his family, is a relief.
He's a good kid. He shouldn't be treated like a criminal.
That criminal in the eyes of the justice system is 28-year-old Stanley Weaver, son to Melissa and Stanley Jr., brother to Brittany.
I'm sitting here now.
You would have no clue.
You wouldn't have a clue.
Never know that Stan, as his family calls him, is battling with mental health.
Governor Joe Lombardo murdered a man.
That battle boiling over in March when Weaver went to this home where he believed Governor Joe Lombardo lived. His family says what would end in an arrest was more than a year in the making.
And was it almost like a relief that he was going to get help, or what was it?
It was a relief that he was going to get help. It was a big relief.
The Weavers moved to Las Vegas from California. At some point in the spring of last year, Stanley Weaver started to harass the family's upstairs neighbor.
At what point did you want to move?
It was around the time that he chased me in my car around the neighborhood. Yeah.
The 8 News Now investigators previously interviewed that neighbor. Records show he called police on Weaver 7 times.
Just messing with that man, just doing stuff that's not normal, breaking out the windows and, messing just people that he don't know.
Other documents revealing he was a, quote, constant problem in the neighborhood. And by October of last year, police arrested Weaver for a DUI. A judge ruling Weaver didn't understand the charge against him, leading him to a mental health diversion program for misdemeanors.
The state of Nevada is going to consider dismissing the charges against you if you go to the hospital, talk to the doctors, go to all your appointments, and stay out of trouble. Can you do that?
Yes.
That's terrific.
Weaver's family says on the day he came home from that program,
he wrote a note to his dad, "Dad, should I burn down the house? ?
And a few days later,
the neighbor called and said, your house is on fire.
So he's redoing it.
Months after the fire, as the Weavers cleaned up, Stanley Weaver was posting videos like this.
The Governor Joe Lombardo killed the man, and they're not doing about it.
Weaver even calling police in other states.
I've been calling, but I kept getting his name wrong. The governor out here killed somebody.
Continuing the wild allegation, the governor killed that upstairs neighbor. After weeks of harassment toward the Lombardo family and numerous calls to police, nothing was done until the day he showed up on the wrong doorstep.
I just knocked on the door.
Nobody got hurt, but he went after the right person he wanted his voice heard. He was crying out for help.
Now the Weavers hope their son gets the help he needs. A judge deeming him once again not competent to stand trial.
I asked myself, how did I not see it? But he lived his own life. How did I not see it?
The Weavers say that they have not talked to Stanley since his arrest in March. They do apologize for his actions and feel like he would apologize as well. In April, a judge deemed him not competent to stand trial, ordering the state to remand him into their custody for treatment. Now, that happens all the time, and the state is supposed to bring people from jail to treatment within 7 days. It has now been 43 and counting. I'm David Charnes, 8 News Now.
David, thank you so much. As our 8 News Now investigators reported, police attempted to serve Weaver with a temporary protection order last year. The order was never served because Metro could not find Weaver. Right now, he is in jail on $1 million bail.